Okay. Now going from the top of the settings, you got your product support. You go there, and that's where you'll find your contact information, your serial number, blah blah blah, everything for your TV you want to know without reading your manual. They got a manual right on the TV for you, and automatic software updates right there. You go to preferences. You'll find scene selection, which is not available for right now. I don't know why, but it basically lets you choose, like, if you want movie, music, gaming, and it sets the audio and video automatically. Eco settings, you can have power settings, you can have idle TV standby. So this one will give you 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours, and it has auto shut there. Your clock, date and time, the language, region, closed caption. Front panel illumination, like if you want the Sony logo down right at the bottom there, if you want it to light up or not. And you can have home screen, scrolling standard. You can lock picture settings, so if like somebody wants to change your settings, they can't, whatnot. And your basic initial settings. Here's your picture and sound. You go in. For everybody, I recommend put it on standard. Let's go back to preferences. I can probably select scene selection now, just to show you what it does. You can put it on auto, and it will auto adjust the picture and sound whenever for everything. But I know how to set my TV, so I put it on general. General puts it to whatever you set it as your standard. So what I recommend, everybody put it on standard, because what standard will do, you can go all the way to the bottom and go to advanced settings. So in picture settings, you got your backlight, picture, brightness, color, hue, color temperature, sharpness, noise reduction, and motion flow and scene motion. When you go to advanced, you got the reset button, the black correction, advanced contrast, gamma, LED dynamic control, standard, auto light limiter, controls the backlight to reduce excessive brightness in bright scenes, and clear white makes the whites look really white. Live color, if you want the color really vivid. And then your white balance, you could set the gain and the BIOS. You go down to, oh, I'm not done with the picture. So here's your 3D settings. It'll say auto 3D. Let's say like you turn on something that's in 3D, the TV will automatically go in 3D. And then the signal will notify you with a message on screen telling you 3D signal has been detected. Ambient sensor automatically adjusts its color and brightness according to the light around the environment of the room. This adjusts the screen size. So if you want wide mode and all that, 4:3 default. And this is Pro Picture settings, which you probably never have to do. Sound adjustment, you can have it like audio out. You want the speakers from the TV on or from a different source out. You can have keytones on the menu on. Here's the sound adjustments. I have no clue why they're +10, treble and bass. You can have steady sound, Automatically compensates the volume level that may be varied by program or input. And you can have volume offset. This just makes current volume go higher, or makes you hear the volume higher. This is channel and inputs if you have cable running through it and all that jazz. This is to set up your network. And you can go to 3D settings and all that stuff. You can refresh settings from there. And then when you click the option button on the remote, here's the remote, by the way. When you click options, it brings up this panel, and you can go to picture adjustment, which brings you to this. You go to sound adjustment, it brings you to sound. This is the 3D menu. When you go there, you can turn on your 3D display on or off, and then it'll automatically go on. Then you can see in the background here how it's blurry. It's like a 2D, like two images on top of each other. Same with the lettering here. You can put simulated 3D effect, 3D glasses brightness, and yeah, it's simulated 3D. But when you go to real 3D, it won't be simulated. It will automatically adjust to normal. And you can add stuff to your favorite. You got the motion flow if you want it smooth, standard, clear, or off. And scene selection and speakers, which I already told you guys about. So to get 3D working on this TV, you need a 3D transmitter, which comes, and they give you double-sided tape so you can stick it on top of your TV. They give you an adjustment lever on top, depending on if you're sitting straight on it or above it or right below it. You turn this knob and it'll do the viewing distance down or in the middle and up. We'll adjust that for you. Overall, this TV is really great. It's got infinity black levels, dynamic contrast, they say. It's a really nice looking TV. Swivel base. Here's the remote. I should mention that. Nothing too special. It's not like a fancy one like Samsung has. It's got the on and off button at the back if you ever need that. Takes AA batteries. Now that's your Sony XBR.